Regardless of how one feels about gender, it is a scientific fact that there are two human sexes, male or female. If the LGBT community has the right to display their flags in the public schools, then so do people who want to display straight flags, boy flags, girl flags, furry flags, and the multitude of other flags that would need to be displayed so all groups are represented and feel included.
I'm the regional director for the Anti-Defamation League's Philadelphia regional office. When Policy 321 was being considered, we cautioned that this overbroad policy could lead to censorship. One example of this occurred 2 weeks ago, before Holocaust Remembrance Day, when a librarian was told to take down a well-known quote from Elie Wiesel, a noted author, Nobel laureate, and Holocaust survivor.
And it's not just me. Many other students no longer feel safe in the schools thanks to the fact that you ban pride flags, despite every ounce of evidence proving that they do nothing to harm our students, but in fact can actually save a student's life. Just that little bit of representation can make a kid feel supported and can prevent them from mental stress and breakdowns. You ban them claiming that you wanted the school to be a neutral place, despite knowing full well that there is nothing political or non-neutral about showing support for a minority.
To the woman who spoke about reading and Black authors, I have 3 great books. The first one is Beaten Black and Blue by Brandon Tatum. Another one is Blackout by Candace Owens. And a third is Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, a Navy SEAL. Black man.
Regarding the pornographic books in the school library, my first question is why? Why, isn't there a sign on the door of every adult bookstore that says no admittance under the age of 18?
I'm here today because I'm very concerned about the books that our children are seeing. There's this indoctrination. The other day I saw a children's book where 2 male penguins were holding hands. Can you believe that? They were just holding hands. It was crazy. There's a book called The Giving Tree, where this tree gives the child whatever it wants and needs. Clear reference to communism. I'm worried about our democracy and the foundation of our democracy. Now, if you look in history, democracy, the concept of it was created in ancient Greece. Okay, and now in ancient Greece, they created this concept of democracy. Did they have a pride flag? No, they didn't have a pride flag because men being with other men, I guess, was normalized, and it's just they're everywhere. Okay, where am I going with this? Where am I going with this? All right. Oh, you know what? Forget that point. We should also ban books about ancient Greece in this library as well. No more. I don't want to see another book on ancient Greece. So I think we need to protect freedom and liberty, democracy, and freedom of speech. And the way we do that is by banning pride flags, banning books in schools, not allowing people to say the word gay. We get like a schedule, women need to report their menstrual cycles, all that. Just so we can preserve, our wonderful democracy. And we need to stop this forced indoctrination of our students by mandating that every child says the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. Okay, take down the pride flag. I want to put up the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence, kids should know about that because it's not just a piece of paper. It's a map that leads to a treasure of Templar gold. And that is why Nicolas Cage tried to steal it. Right? And, as we, these liberals try to steal our Constitution, the only way to stop them is for us to steal it first. Thank you. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get this feeling that conservatives are getting all of their information from social media.
I don't have much to say to you guys. Other than you're pretty terrible at your job. Honestly. Got all these people here angry. I know you're probably not going to do more. So I'm not going to say much to you guys. However, I am beyond proud of everyone here tonight. For the right reasons. The rest of you, you should probably read something other than your Facebook page.
And how does that information turn into fascist policies every time?
This isn't about what you think it is. There are people, Tammy with an I, being one of them. I don't know if she's in here tonight, she's hiding somewhere, probably cowering away at home. This isn't about you. This is about small consolidation of power, wherever these creeps can get it. Taking the library first. They're gonna ban some books. Does that sound familiar?
Yes, it's like fun for me to troll these people and mess with them and make fun of them and all of it. It's so much fun. It's a collective relief that we can all share in. However, when I'm around these people, when I interview them, when I spend time with them, it takes a few days afterwards for me to sort of emotionally recover, just because everything's upside down. The earth is flat. COVID never happened. Anti-racism is racism. Tolerance is intolerance. All of that stuff. And, it kind of reminds me of that Nazi saying, accuse them of doing the thing you're doing. We're seeing that a lot, right? Like the people that are saying, oh, we want free speech are pretty intent on banning just whatever they can get their hands on in the name of the children. The children. Right, we get it. So, yeah. I'm kind of getting this feeling that they actually don't care about free speech at all, and it's kind of like their own free speech.
I don't have much to say to you guys. Other than you're pretty terrible at your job. Honestly. You got all these people here angry. I know you're probably not going to do more. So I'm not going to say much to you guys. However, I am beyond proud of everyone here tonight. For the right reasons. The rest of you, you should probably read something other than your Facebook page.
Wow, just wait till it gets really good. The speaker in the video shows their disgust for the school board, and over, we see folks like this, similar folks, going to these school boards and talking in this way and calling out their ignorance. So this speaker decided to redirect his attention toward the people in the audience, which I think is a super smart move, because if the conservative school board won't listen, then maybe just the people will. He then tears into those in the audience that get their crap news from Facebook. And let's be honest, we all have an Aunt Karen that gets her crap fake news from Facebook.
This isn't about what you think it is. There are people, Tammy with an I, being one of them. I don't know if she's in here tonight, she's hiding somewhere, probably cowering away at home. This isn't about you. This is about small consolidation of power, wherever these creeps can get it. Taking the library first. They're gonna ban some books. Does that sound familiar?
Now, he first brings up Tammy with an I, which I have no idea who in the Sam Hill Tammy is. I don't know if she's a member of the school board or a member of the town. What do you think? Put it in the comments below. I'm interested to know what you think. But he brings up how the school board taking the library and banning books they deem as unacceptable is a power grab and a way to consolidate power. And that it is. All of this coming from the party that so claims that they are so for the First Amendment and freedom of speech and freedom of the press. But banning books you deem as unacceptable is banning free speech. It is banning your freedom of the press. And banning books, by your definition, isn't governing, it's censorship.
There's no compromise with these people. There's no reaching across the aisle. There's no pleasing them. Nothing. They will walk over you every chance that they get. Tammy. Tammy with an I.
Censorship, like cancel culture, coming from the Republican Party themselves. Who gets to decide what is acceptable and what isn't acceptable? And since when did banning information and banning books turn out to be a good idea in history? Just like you can't ban a topic or ban a book about a topic that you don't like in hopes that that topic or thing goes away. You can't ban books about LGBTQ people hoping that LGBTQ people go away. Newsflash, we're not going anywhere, whether you like it or not. So that's your problem.
It's taking away your books. Those that succeed hurt. They might take your rights. And eventually, your life. My life.
For example, in January, a Virginia County School Board decided to ban nearly 24 books that they deem as unacceptable, including the dystopian novel The Handmaid's Tale, which, if you do not know, is about women being forced to birth children for a ruling class. It's like they're trying to ban books, calling them out for their inhumane treatment of women, trying to force birth, restrict abortion and reproductive rights, not include and expand access for contraception. It's almost like they're trying to ban books that critique their horrible way of treating their citizenry and their sham way of governing. Banning books and information you don't like is just one more step on our way towards fascism. And conservatives accuse liberals of doing this all the time, ironically, claiming that their freedom of speech was infringed by some woke asexual on Twitter, calling out their ignorance and their bigotry. Newsflash, criticism is not canceling. It's just criticism. And you should think twice before you type. Conservatives are trying to use these book bans as a way to block information so the masses don't know any better, exercise harsh, extreme penalties on folks for breaking this law, and then they gain supreme authority. Sound like any other past dictatorship in history?
I'm okay. Quite a few people in here. It's not about books. It's not about grooming your children. It's not about your fear of the Fruit Loop. These guys are nonsense. Dead ass. I don't know what else to say.
Yep, he used the other N-word, the Nazi word. I know this might offend some conservatives. Good. Time for you to wake up and get that cold shower from all of that Republican right-wing echo chamber and brainwashing that you've been getting. Yes, let me be perfectly clear. All the Republicans that call for book bans are Nazis. They are Nazi-like. This is the same logic that they used to push forward their hateful agenda. This guy is completely correct. And let me elaborate. Banning books and banning people's existence is Nazi-like. And we can't afford to repeat history, period. And that is all I have for you today on The Breakdown. Put your answers below. Who is this Tammy person? Tammy with an I. First of all, Tammy should not be spelled with an I. Secondly, if you enjoyed this content, please smash that subscribe button. The Breakdown has amazing contributors, so definitely subscribe. Also, you can find me on TikTok. My TikTok is in the description link below. It's where I post a lot of my own personal content, and my YouTube where I post my longer form content. You definitely want to go and check it out. You'll regret it if you don't. And again, my name is Scott Johnson. Thank you for joining me on The Breakdown. Definitely binge watch these videos. They're pretty good.